Today's Toy Spot, we are having a look at the brand new Mattel WWE Retro Figures John Cena. The moment Spot found out that these were going to be released, two things happened. In this order, I fell out of my seat. No fooling, I fell out of my seat, I fell on the floor, I spilt some juice that I had in my hand. I felt like an idiot. And the second thing, I told myself, when I pick myself up, when I dry off my clothes, I'm going to run out to the stores and see if I can find these. I ended up finding these at Walmart. I let out a yippee yippee and I picked up the first four. And I think they only are being released in the first four before the next wave comes out. These are retro figures. These are the figures, essentially, back in, I want to say, was it the early 90s? It could have been the late 80s. There was a line of figures, very simplistic in their design. And they had like one action feature to them, and they had all the wrestlers. And funny enough, a little side story, just a little tiny one, because I don't want to eat up an entire review with my little tiny stories. So I'm making it really microscopic. Funny enough story, it was my birthday one year, and I think I was in grade, I want to say 5 or 6. These were out. So, I mean, that's a long time ago. That's, well, it was a long time ago. But these were in Toys R Us. I had birthday money, and I basically picked up all of these. Not all of these, but I picked up, like, the Ring. I picked up, like, a lot of the tag teams, like the Rockers, the Bushwhackers, Legion of Doom, Boss Man, Roddy Piper, Hogan. I basically picked up most of them. And when I was going to the checkout, friends from my school were actually at the front of the store. And I was a little, at the time back in the day, a little bit more iffy as to whether I should be admitting to people that I'm buying toys. So I told them I was buying it for a relative. Truthfully speaking, I was buying it for myself. Nowadays, I'm not as embarrassed to be buying toys, nor should anybody out here watching these videos as well. Don't be ashamed. Don't be embarrassed to pick up stuff that you love in life. You know what? You can't make everybody happy. You buy stuff that they like. Well, you're not really buying for yourself. You're buying for them. So needless to say, I don't know what happened to that collection, but boy, oh boy, do I miss those figures. Really fun. Not the most incredible likenesses, granted, but really fun little figures. So again, when these were coming out, super excited. John Cena represented on the front. We'll get through packaging quick because I know I ate up a lot of time. John Cena represented on the front. Down below, showing what the figures gimmick is. It looks like John Cena can kind of do an attitude adjustment. I don't think he's doing a "you can't see me," or I think it's basically more gestured as if he's doing well, maybe it's 5 knuckle shuffle. I'm going to say attitude adjustment. At the back of the package, see, time for an attitude adjustment. There you go. Pull down one of his arms and then release arm to unleash Cena's attitude adjustment. You know, I was looking at the back of this packaging. I don't know why I didn't remember that. Down below are your 6 figures currently slated, and the only ones that I've seen so far are Roman Reigns, John Cena, Kevin Owens, and Brock Lesnar. I found these 4 at Walmart. I think these were about, I want to say like $9.99, but got the 4. The only ones I didn't see, Ultimate Warrior and Undertaker, so I don't think they're out yet, but they're the more old school figures. I hope that Mattel sees potential in these and continues releasing these. I'm totally going to be getting these. But, so it's time for an attitude adjustment. Check out more from Mattel by heading over to www.mattel.com. All right, stop yammering away. Spot's going to take a break, get this opened up. When we come back, though, oh, what's going on? We're going to be having a look, though, at the new Mattel WWE Retro figures with John Cena. There's more heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. All right, so now that we've got him out of packaging, let's get a better look at this new retro John Cena. Sorry, Spot's having a lot of fun actually getting these guys out of packaging. Yes, I know, I admit that they're small, they're very simplistic in their articulation. You know, likeness-wise, they're not great. They're good enough. But boy, oh boy, I gotta say, me several years later, and I say several, I'm using kind of summarizing these. I'm not playing it up as much as I should be. It's been a while since I first had these, when I first collected these, and as I was a kid. And I feel like I want to say 11 or 12. So you can see I was a little iffy picking these up when I was younger. Now that I got these in hand, boy oh boy, I feel like I'm a kid again. Not to say that I've ever really grown up, but I do feel like a kid again now having these out of packaging. John Cena, you can get going some dancing moves. That's not really what purpose he serves, but you know, you can get him dancing. Let's have a look at his face, and we'll kind of work our way down. Face, like I said, for John Cena, you can't go wrong generally with these figures. They always look like John Cena. Now, though his outfit does vary, it seems every week he's got a new color choice of t-shirt, hat, wristbands, armbands. This one here has John Cena in green and orange as his color choices. At the top there, you can't see me. You can't see. There's a C inside there. You can't see me. The hat is not removable. Don't think that you can take the hat off, but that's okay. Again, he's got his little wristbands here in green and orange. Green, orange, and white on his bicep band. I don't know if that's the correct term. Bicep band, but we'll go with that. And then for the rest of his outfit, rounding out the outfit colors, basic black in the trunks, black knee pads, black shoes. That's it. Funny enough, he has peg holes on the undersides of his feet. I always marvel when companies give peg holes on the undersides of their feet, yet they don't give display stands. Like, what are your intentions when you give a figure peg holes on the undersides of his feet? Like, John Cena stands fine. He doesn't really need a stand. Unless maybe future plans for these guys, maybe they're going to have something that catapults them, or just, you know, I don't know, maybe you can put them on top of the ropes or something. I don't really know. For your articulation on John Cena, and then we'll look at his gimmick, even though I've really already looked at it. John Cena's head rotates all the way around. I can't even remember whether, I'm pretty sure the original classic figures had that as well, full articulation there. Rotation all the way on the arms. I suppose as the original figures were, the gimmick may change this, so it's not going to be a default articulation on all the figures. Maybe some of the figures might actually have like a swing forward. You know, you pull the arm back, it swings forward. So John Cena may not be the template for what the future figures are going to be having. As for his gimmick, according to the package, all you're really going to do is lift his arms up, tilt the figure to the side, wave your hands in the air, wave them like you just don't care, and then essentially let go of the figure, or not let go of the figure, he's going to go flying across the room, but let go of the figure while the torso or hand area here while holding onto his legs. And you can give the figure or the wrestler that he's fighting against the attitude adjustment. It appears to have a little spring also in the torso portion. That's what allows him to flip his opponent. And I guess if you let him go, he could kind of do a backflip. John Cena really doesn't do that, though. He's a very basic moves kind of guy. Although he does leg drops and stuff from time to time. I think he even did like, I feel like he did like a Canadian Destroyer a couple of matches with Cesaro. But let's not get really into the nitty-gritty of the wrestling end of it. Figure-wise, I really like these. It's not everyone's acquired taste. It's not everybody's acquired taste, but personally speaking, I think this line may do well, question mark. I think they may do well because it does two things. You've got a very simple looking figure, right? Work with, stay with me on this. Very simple figure, fairly affordable figure versus the basic class figures that are taller. So they're small. They're something that a kid could carry around with them. And then they're clearly gearing these towards as well the adults, perhaps my age, that would have collected these when they were younger. So you never know. Maybe they might do well. And we might get more of these, but I hope we do. I really, oh hey, there's articulation also in his waist. How come I didn't see that before? Articulation also in his waist, guys. Good figures, fun figures. Brings me back to when I was a child. And even though some may say that, Spot, you have not really grown up. Anyways, I really like these. And I hope we get more of these, in future waves. Maybe some classic figures and some current figures in the rosters as well. Today's toy spot. Spot was playing. Spot was talking about his childhood. Spot was dancing with John Cena. Today we're having a look at the brand new Mattel WWE retro figures. Quote, 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 quote. Retro figures John Cena. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more toy spots heading your way. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.